there needs to be a device where we're going to record the master, the Atmos master, the Oro master, whatever master it is. There needs to be a monitor engine, because we having not only stereo, we have now tons of speakers and need to be able to dial in maybe a down mix. How does it sound binaural? How does it sound in 5.1? How does it sound in 7.1? What happens when let me just listen to the top front speakers, because I want to know what content is actually playing back there. So the monitor engine plays a very crucial role in immersive studios, even more than it already does in stereo. And then, of course, we have the speaker side of things to listen to stuff. The setup is the following. From the door, it goes into my production tools, into the immersive engine, the renderer, and this is format agnostic now. It goes into a renderer engine, being at the production suite, being at the spatial audio designer, being at the Fraunhofer tool, being at the Oro engine. And then it hits a multi-channel interface. And the interface is then set up either to my binaural output, which could be my headphone, or could be the speakers. This is a very, very rough example how a studio could look like. And I'm pretty sure that your studio will look like fairly similar to this. In this particular case, we have a Pro Tools rig as a playback on the top left. And this Pro Tools rig, if you're not working with the production suite with a kind of internal renderer on the same machine, and you have the renderer laid out on the second machine, which is possible, the mastering suite approach of Dolby Atmos actually is designed to have a dedicated machine where the rendering is taken care. This is usually interesting if you have multiple playback devices. So this slide comes still from my post-production demos, where you have usually more than one playback device. So you have one computer with Pro Tools running all your dialogue and your Foleys. Then you have another Pro Tools system playing back all your sound effects and maybe music. And then you have a third system for don't know what, because film gets big, tons of tracks, thousands of tracks. So that's why you have an extra own dedicated machine to be the mastering suite. The software that is running on the mastering suite is the same than the production suite that can be used internally. It's just sitting on a dedicated machine. And this diagram here shows a little bit the bigger scale of studio setup. So I have a playback device. On the bottom right, you see the Dolby Atmos mastering suite, which could be a MADI-based or a Dante-based device. And it should be capable of receiving 128 channels, because that is the biggest size of a Dolby Atmos mix. 10-channel bed, up to 118 objects.